Okay, well, I've been in denial for a couple of days, but I came down with something. The runny nose, that tends to happen when it's cold out. The cough, I can blame on altitude, but I've got a headache. I can feel it in my eyes. Got some sort of cold, flu, COVID, whatever. Because, of course I do, because Colorado wasn't going to let me just go easy. The weather's just lovely and the terrain's been a lot nicer. Smoke seems to have cleared out this morning, at least for the moment. You can see it off to the right. I've also been listening to elk bugle again this morning. Back when I was leading Sierra Club trips every weekend during the summer and most of the winter, whenever I would come down sick with like a cold or the flu, I'd have to go anyway. This was pre-COVID when you did things when you were sick, you know. There, I made it through some rather rough things by popping Dayquil. I love Dayquil. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get Dayquil for a while. So instead, I'm just drinking lots of coffee and popping ibuprofen, and then I'm going to hopefully be able to make it on at least another 15 miles today. Okay, 10 a.m. and while I might not feel perfectly well enough to hike, I don't really feel bad enough to lie here any longer. Plus, I don't actually have a water source. So even if I needed to take an intent zero, I'd have to move at least some. It's starting to feel like me being under the weather in Colorado is kind of expected at this point. I have noticed multiple other hikers, though, coughing and sneezing and having runny noses. And Jen also mentioned that a lot of people at her school have been coming down sick. Guess it's just the season. At least the smoke is doing a little better this morning. So while this is obviously a lot milder than what I have been going through, I am still up here at 11 to 12,000. I won't be back in the lowlands until a ways into New Mexico. So that's looking back over where I was before exiting at Wolf Creek. This trail spends a lot of time wiggling back and forth through here. Also, that mountain over there makes me miss climbing peaks in the desert. Unless things fall through, Jen and I will be basing out of the desert east of Orange County this winter. At least when, she doesn't have to teach and when we're not doing the wilderness class. So maybe I'll get to do a little more desert hiking. Problem is, I finished the big peak list out there, the 99 or 100 peak desert peak section list. And in that general area, once you have finished all of those, it gets really hard to find, quality climbs. A lot of them are just bumps that you got to rip your car up, get into the trailhead for. Part of me does wish I could do that list again for the first time. It stretches all the way from northern Nevada all the way down to Baja, Mexico, and just has such a huge variety of these awesome rugged desert experiences. If you're interested in the list, you can go on peakbagger.com, search for Sierra Club Desert Peak section, or just search that on Google. I think they released the PDF guides for free at long last. For years they were insisting on some $25 charge in order to get the PDFs. And the PDFs give you everything you need. They have topo maps, they have driving directions, and they have hiking directions, and they show multiple routes often. This is a lot more enjoyable when I'm not congested. Oh well, all part of the fun, right? 12,500 feet. Oh, joy is the wind. Finally getting out of the wind for a little while. So this is the Adams Fork of the Conejos. Looks like I missed the trail. Saw it on the other side. Looks like I'm not the only person though. I've been following footprints cross country here to get back up to the other side. That's better. Seems like it's a challenge to stay on the trail through here though. And it's not just me, the other hikers I've been running into, same thing. Okay, one more pass. Then it's gonna get time to find water, find a campsite. Well, that was fun. Basically came from there, down across that face, down to there, down to there, and up there. Okay, trail isn't quite done with the ridge, so it looks like at the bottom of this, that's gonna be the ideal spot to set up in for tonight. It's frustrating feeling like my legs and cardio are doing okay and just being held back by whatever congestion is in my lungs. Okay, should be a basin with hopefully a tree line because it is breezier up here. Okay, got my water for the night. Just trying to get down somewhere protected from the wind that's relatively flat. Unfortunately, a lot of this is hillside. Okay, I just dropped down off the ridge and I was able to find something that's going to work. A little bit lumpy, a little bit slanted, but no worries. Got a coyote or something over there saying hi. And home sweet home. Not quite as flat as I'd maybe prefer it, maybe not as tucked away as I'd normally prefer, but with all the beetle kill around here, seems safer to be out here than it does, you know, back over there. And not too bad of a front porch for the night.